do was just talk you through one of our case studies. So actually one of my customers that's actually headquartered out of the UK, a large British information technology company. They are obviously, they do have global operations. They are publicly listed in both the UK and then through acquisitions also in the US. And they just recently implemented Oracle ERP Cloud. But one of the challenges that they were facing is that they weren't quite sure as to who had access to what in the Oracle ERP Cloud system. They had a lack of visibility. And also they'd actually outsourced all of their services to a managed service provider. So what they wanted to do was to ensure that when the managed services provider was actually making changes in the Oracle ERP system, that they had visibility and knowledge as to what was changed, when it was changed. So they had a full audit trail of what was going on within their company at any given time. And particularly they wanted to pay attention to, or obviously the users, but then obviously for the key data fields such as bank account, supplier data fields. So we were able to offer a solution through the SafePaaS platform where they actually license both AccessPaaS and MonitorPaaS to enable them to monitor the access into the Oracle ERP Cloud environment, but then also monitor the key fields that they wanted to. And then Data Probe is the ETL that enables you to actually push and pull the data from the Oracle ERP Cloud into the SafePaaS platform. And I also want you to note that obviously we do have our own data center, but this particular customer actually wanted to host within the European community because of data regulations. So we were also able to stand up the SafePaaS cloud within the Oracle infrastructure here in the Netherlands. And I think Navinda is going to just talk you through some of the success that we've had at this customer.
Yes, so backing up a little bit, this customer is publicly listed in the UK. And for clients in the UK, you might be aware that the government sanctioned a couple of reviews of the audit field in the UK as a result of a lot of issues with lots of companies in the past 5 years. So the Kingman Review and the Bryden Review have both recommended that there should be a Sarbanes-Oxley light regime for UK listed companies. That's in consultation at the moment, probably coming down the line. And it's because there have been high profile cases of companies going bust. You've had we've had companies like Carillion going into administration. We've had issues with Patisserie Valerie, where there was, from reports, allegedly financial fraud, which nobody knew about. So basically, this is coming down the road. So this particular company we're talking about now, this client, they were proactive. They wanted to sort out their IT general controls from the ERP perspective, and that's why they bought the product. So in the past, before the implementation of Oracle Fusion, they did not have a segregation of duties, a well thought out segregation of duties model. They did not have a tool in place which would help them track violations of segregation duties. They did not have a tool that helped them track key changes to configuration, which is what MonitorPaaS will enable them to do now. So really, this particular client is making their internal control environment a lot more robust by implementing tools such as SafePaaS, and it has been a success. We have had, for the UK business, we've implemented this. They're rolling out Fusion to other geographies around the world, and they're now really well set to make sure that the roles they design in the system are segregation duties compliant, that they don't have issues like they've had in the past, whereby there were lots of conflicts which auditors had pulled up. For MonitorPaaS, they'll also be reviewing critical, changes to critical configuration items. So this has been an interesting journey for a dynamic business, and it has been quite a successful one. And it just demonstrates that, from our perspective, SafePaaS can actually deliver for Fusion, which is a relatively newer ERP version that Oracle's provided. Oracle also has their own product, Risk Management Cloud, and the client decided to go with SafePaaS because we were able to deliver more than Risk Management Cloud. So overall, a win-win for all parties. I think that's it from my side.